Okay, so I'm going to earn my self-proclaimed title of Walmart Swagkage by actually talking about something Naruto related. Today we're going to talk about the Narutop99 poll. So for anyone who doesn't know this poll, you can pick between any Naruto character. Yes, any and every Naruto character, and whoever wins gets their own manga. So to go further into why I'm addressing this poll, it's because we have to talk about some characters that just frankly don't deserve their own manga, and characters that deserve it even more than them. So to keep it simple, the characters that really don't deserve another novel are all of Team 7, Kakashi, Obito, and Itachi, and I'll explain each of them. So the thing that all 6 of them have in common is that we have every little detail about each of their timelines. We really don't need any more information or any novels about them. We learn about the entire timeline of Obito because he's essentially the main villain, and not to mention his timeline also intertwines with Kakashi's timeline. And because he was essentially the main villain, we had to dig deeper. We had to find out where he started and what made him take such a shift down a dark path. Itachi was many things: a villain, a driving force, and even a big bag of mystery that just needed to be opened. There were way too many questions regarding this character's motives and ideals, especially when it came to the Uchiha massacre. We had to dig deeper so that way we can get every bit of information. And Kakashi's role as a character basically makes him as relevant and important as the main 3 characters. He basically starts off as an anomaly already, considering he's a non-Uchiha with a Sharingan. So of course, because of this, we had to backtrack to his youth to find out how he got it, as well as other things that might relate to his current ideals. And well, Team 7 is self-explanatory. They're the main characters of the entire series. Speaking of which, let's just address another elephant in the room. If you didn't look at the poll earlier, Sakura actually jumped from 9th place to 3rd place, and people want her to win for a multitude of reasons. Some people are just trolling and they want to ruin anime fans' day by making Sakura of all people get a manga because they know it would waste a manga. Then you've got a good amount of voters that are just on the bad side of feminism and think that a lot of Sakura haters are incels and misogynistic pigs. And don't worry, I'll explain the truth on why a lot of people, including me, really don't like Sakura. But before I do, let's address the 3rd group, which is people who just genuinely like Sakura and think that it would be kind of cool for her to have another novel. And while this is the most harmless of the 3 groups, it doesn't really justify the fact that a lot of Sakura fans have actually been cheating to try and get her to jump to 3rd, because she used to be in 9th place after all. So you can only vote for a character once a day, and unfortunately Sakura fans have been using VPNs and fake accounts to gain more votes. And this isn't me trying to reach or anything like that. You can actually see a lot of fans openly admitting to doing this all over social media. Besides all the cheating, there's another reason why she doesn't deserve to win. Not only is she a main character, but she's actually the worst of the 3. First, we're going to go into her terrible performance as a ninja. In the original Naruto, she basically displays no feats, she's spineless, and she doesn't even fight well either. Not only do Naruto and Sasuke's skill and power eclipse hers, but so do a lot of the minor characters. In fact, in the Chunin exam, she probably couldn't beat anybody in there except Ino, and she got a tie. Her fight with the Sound Ninja wasn't even a fight, it was just her getting stomped. And if we trek further back into the Bell test, she was scared by an illusion jutsu that Kakashi casted. Keep in mind, she even studied the illusion jutsu in class. Now, in Shippuden, she gains a substantial amount of power after training with Tsunade, but she barely even gets to put that to good use. I know she beat Sasori, but let's face it, Chio did most of the work. If she did this herself, she would have surely died. She also went on her own mission to kill Sasuke, and failed, and also failed to kill Obito in order to stop Madara. The only other feat I can think of is when she punched Kaguya on the head. And to be honest, her personality is just as bad as her capabilities as a ninja. She's so cruel to Naruto. She even goes so far as to make fun of him for being an orphan in front of another orphan. Then in Shippuden, she tells Naruto that he's lucky to be an orphan because she hates her parents. And speaking of things that drag on from Naruto to Shippuden, we gotta talk about her love interest with Sasuke. All she really did was meat ride him every chance she got, whether it be on the battlefield or just at a time of peace. And keep in mind, that's only the original Naruto. In Shippuden, she's still in love with Sasuke even though he has tried to kill her on several different occasions. Instead of helping in the attack of Konoha, all she did was sit, cry, and beg for Naruto to show up so he could beat Pain. Now, I might be getting too harsh, but let's be honest. Do you guys really think that someone's going to sit down and read a novel on such a wasted character? Now, with my reasoning for why people don't like Sakura out of the way, let's just discuss with the people in the Tumblr dimension. I hope you know that there are a vast amount of interesting female characters that deserve to win this way more than Sakura does. In fact, I'll name a few. You have Kushina, who is the mother of Naruto, the wife of Minato, and the original Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tailed Fox. We could also talk about Lady Chio and her mastery of the puppet jutsu even through her youth, Hinata and more of the lore on the Hyuga clan and maybe even the Gentle Fist, or Konan in her earlier years of living in the Hidden Rain Village, as well as diving deeper into her friendship with Nagato, Yahiko, or even Pain if there was one. You also have Tsunade, who is not only a Sanin but Konoha's best medical ninja. You could even see how Tamari trained and strengthened her wind style and the use of her fan. And if you so-called feminists really wanted to talk about female representation in Naruto, we could talk about Tenten, because she has the least amount of screen time in the entire series, and not to mention, we don't even find out how she becomes a weapons expert. Keep in mind that she's also supposed supposed to have relevance relative to the other rookies with the exception of Team 7. Okay, me calling out obvious bullshit aside, let me also bring up other characters that deserve the manga way more than the 6 people I initially talked about. You could do anyone from the first 5 Hokage, the 3 Sannin, the Akatsuki with the exception of Obito and Itachi of course, any of the other 6 rookies, anyone from Team Guy. We could even talk about Might Dai and the lore of the 8 Inner Gates, Kimimaro, his bones, and maybe even his heart disease, or Sakumo and his experience with raising Kakashi, and maybe even his reasoning for why he unalived himself. The list goes on, but I think you guys get my point. This manga has so much potential for lore and deeper plot, however, people want to waste that on a character that we already know everything about. Now, me personally, I'm actually pretty happy that Minato is winning, not just because of the other 6 people that I listed, but also because he's my favorite character in Naruto, and if we go deeper into his story, we might even learn a bit more about Kushina and the Nine-Tailed Fox. But that's just how I feel about it. If you guys have any characters that you think deserve the new manga, please feel free to leave your opinion and reasons in the comments. And remember that every character is listed in this poll, so more likely than not, I'm going to hear you out and probably even agree with you. But with that, I think I'm gonna wrap things up here. I really did not think I was gonna have this long of a video, but I had a lot to talk about. I hope you all have a nice day, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.